Let's mute our mic and sit straight. Visualize Swamiji in a third eye. Please mute your mic. Nithyanandam Paramashivam Kevalam Jnanamurtyam Dvandvatītam Gaganasahasram Tattvamasyaadilakshyan Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatītam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, all the kids can log out. Thank you. Okay. So, welcome to Kailash Courtyard, Manifesting Power Session. Nice to see you all again on the Courtyard session. It's so beautiful. The third week, Swamiji has given a powerful cognition and a powerful place for us to manifest and be in the living in the reality, and how he takes us to next cognition level and conclusions and decisions. And the best completion I've ever had is this program, is what I feel, because the more and more I speak and more I understand myself, how he has raised the completion level to a complete completion, where we can start exploring the next dimensions and next perception of ourselves, not getting stuck with the world and with body and mind, right? We can start looking into and exploring the space of consciousness with such intensity and such the space of such bliss and such melting space where Swamiji manifests everything for us. So I'm seeing one session after another. So many are sending me mails and they are writing to me how they are manifesting so many powerful cognition and power manifestation. If you see the results also, the power, we started with coconut rolling, and the coconut rolling started with literally 0% people rolling on the ground and tabs, but now we see like about 15 to 20% they are rolling on the tab on the ground. It's so beautiful. Each day we see that increase happening, that powerful cognition becoming power manifestation. That's so beautiful. We'll just play one video also, who have sent us a video how they are rolling the coconut on the tab. So it's becoming more and more that Paramashiva space. That's what is so beautiful. How we can measurably and we can justify to ourselves where we are, what we are doing, and coming to a conclusion that this is the most beautiful space that Swamiji has created for us. Yes, always the Courtyard session has been phenomenal. The last Courtyard session in 2017, it was only for 2 months, but it was so phenomenal. Literally, we have finished nearly 1 month, right? 20 plus days we have finished. And it's been so awesome that the powerful cognition, the power manifestation, from the context of what we are manifesting. That is so beautiful. So here today we are going to see the perception, how we perceive the world. From where we perceive the world. We perceive the world from the conclusions that we make. The conclusion that we make becomes our reality and becomes our perception. So where are the conclusions? How stable are we with these conclusions? Otherwise, we will be landing up in boredom and tiredness. And after some time, oh, this coconut is not rolling. This is not for me. This it is too difficult. I don't understand anything. We'll just give reasons to ourselves and lose the whole identity of what we came for. We start with something, and after some time we forget what our identity is, why we are doing what we are doing. So today we are going to see how the perceptions are based on the conclusions, the depth cognition, right? The cosmic depth. What is our depth? Are we stable in it? Are we going to make decision in it that I am Paramashiva? I'm going to live the Paramashiva. My thought currents are going to be only Paramashiva. We're going to see this whole thing happening. Before that, we are going to have a small clipping. And after the clipping, we are going to have more understanding. And then we will write our conclusion. This program is very, very practical. First, you're going to write completion. Then you're going to manifest powers. Then you're going to share all this is a workshop for you. This is not a place where you just come and listen. It's not such something you listen and you go back. You have to be practically involved as a, like, you have to be participating in the whole thing. You cannot be a spectator in this program. Okay, let's view this small clipping and come back.
Welcome to Flatland, a world of only 2 dimensions. Only forwards and backwards, left and right. In this world, there is no up and no down.
I said to Ray, "Where's Dottie?" He said, "Well, she's out in line." I said, huh?
Where's that from? What the bleep is that thing? Huh?
In this world, the 2-dimensional beings that live here have no concept of 3-dimensional objects. These 2-dimensional flatlanders have no understanding of cubes, spheres, tetrahedrons, or yours truly. From their 2D perspective, my 3D finger looks something like this.
What the butter does that?
Run!
Hello, little circle. Fear of the unknown. Or should I say, not yet known. It's a puzzle. If we see only what we know, how does anyone ever see anything new? The unknown. How do we ever get out of our box? Hello, little circle. Don't be afraid.
Who said that? Where are you?
This is always the tricky part to explain. I'm in another dimension, another space. I am above you.
No, never use that word.
What word?
The A word.
Above?
It's forbidden.
Well, what do you think it means?
I don't know, and I don't want to know. You can be severely punished if you use that word. Are you a ghost?
I hope not. I just have a different perspective than you do. I can see things in a way you can't yet.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Well, okay, you have a safe hidden in your pantry. And inside it, you have 12 coins, a will, and a passport.
How did you know that? What are you? Are you a god?
Well, no more than you. You see, since I am above you, in the 3rd dimension, I can see inside things in your world.
3rd dimension? You are a crazy ghost. There's only 2. Look.
So, if I were to touch the inside of your stomach, how would I do that?
Well, you'd have to cut through my skin. Otherwise, it's impossible. Stop! Stop!
Ready for more?
More what?
Dimensions.
Oh.
Directions.
No. Yes, but there aren't any. More? What will happen to me? What will I become?
You'd have to become it to know.
Okay.
Excellent. Isn't it funny? That which we are most afraid of is what thrills us the most.
Yes, my Joyce, can we close it? Yes, this gives a very good sketch of our perceptions, right? How we live as one, and why I wanted this clipping is because the confusion that we have when we have to roll the coconut on the ground versus rolling the coconut on our hand. We getting that rolling the coconut on the hand is so simple. If everybody thinks it's simple, how come it's on the ground anything different? The ground changes the coconut, or the ground changes the cognition? What is the ground changes? Nothing. But the whole perception that we have has to change. When we start raising our perception from the human body and human mind to human consciousness, space I am Paramashiva, then the whole dimension in us changes, and whole thing, the way we look at, the way we understand, the way we come to conclusions are different. Swamiji says so beautifully, the conclusions that we come into living the space I am Paramashiva will become more grounded and more solid. Today I want you to write that Swamiji has given that the conclusion is the cognition, right? The perception of the world. The conclusions that about you, the way you understand life, the way you understand God, the way you understand all whatever you're doing, from which perceptions are we living? See, if we are grounded and we are stable with that, only then we will not get bored and tired of it. Otherwise, after some time, oh, this coconut is not rolling, this program is not for me, I don't want to be here. The boredom and tiredness will start settling, not breaking, having a breakthrough. The breakthrough happens when we show the stability and our conclusions are very clear. What do I want in life? What do I want from me? What do I want from this world? What do I want from the God, right? The conclusions, where we are and what we are doing. So please write your conclusions with respect to what all you are, how you're holding your identity with God, with everything that is happening around you, with yourself, and how stable are you? Are you ready to take it to end, or anything happens, you just give up and say, no, this is not for me? Because this is the space Paramashiva wants us to have complete authenticity. So if I live and I'm going to continuously manifest and I'm going to make a decision that this is the only cognition I'm going to hold continuously, then the expansion is going to be huge. When we are more clear, life happens more beautiful for us. So let's take few minutes, the conclusions that we make for ourselves with a concrete stability. Are we ready to take it to the end and see what it is? This is not to be casual, right? Then only the whole dimension changes happen. Yes, let's have Mahavakya and let's write down and then restore.
Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivam. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Right on this.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda
Yes, Manjay, thank you.
Paramashivoham.
Yes, we'll go to the sutra.
The Shastra Pramana for the power in depth dimension is taken from the Shiva Sutras, verse 1.16. Shuddha Tattva Sandhanadva Apashu Shaktihi. Shuddha Tattva Sandhanadva Apashu Shaktihi.
Swamiji beautifully gives us Shiva Sutra, and he shows us how the depth in us can manifest the powers, right? The depth dimension manifests powers of Sadashiva. He translated by seeing or by fixing the self and aiming at the pure essence, cognizing from the depth of one's being that all that exists is Sadashiva. The pure essence, Shuddha Tattva. Tattva means the unit, which doesn't get corrupted. And Shuddha Tattva means pure unit. And attaining the uniting with the pure essence of existential reality. Sadashiva, he experiences Sadashiva and manifests Sadashiva's infinite power. So here, the whole thing he describes that Sadashiva is revealing. Swamiji is revealing the whole science to us in a next level of cognition. How beautifully he shows us the depth dimension. So here he says, the living the power, here Sadashiva is revealing the sacred science to live the state of Sadashiva and manifest the Sadashiva's infinite powers. He is giving us a powerful cognition to manifest the depth dimension of cosmos. Fix yourself by aiming, connecting, and uniting yourself with Shuddha Tattva, cognizing from the depth of your being, from the innermost idea you carry about you. All that exists is Sadashiva. The feeling, the way you see it, the way you know it, the way you experience is all Sadashiva, the whole cognition. By creating this powerful cognition, the yogi will experience oneness with Sadashiva, who is the essence of all that exists and will manifest the Apashwa, the whole Shakti, the infinite of the power, infinite power of Sadashiva. In Agama, Sadashiva has revealed the Pashupati and Pasa. Pashu is the Jiva, individual soul. Somewhere around 1.5 to 2 years, we started having the identity, Swamiji says. And then slowly and slowly, we started getting deluded by the whole thing and separated ourselves from the source. If we live from a very low level cognition of just the body and the mind, we'll be like an animal. But if we raise ourselves to the conscious being, we'll be as a Pashu attaining the Sadashiva space. Pashu to Pati, Jiva to Sadashiva is possible only by the Diksha from the Guru, who is Swamiji. The whole thing, when Swamiji gives a statement and that becomes a Diksha for us, then when we take up that, we completely surrender and be stable with that, we will start attaining the space that he gives us. Who destroys the Pasha by us binding to the, which binds us like the whole incompletion, right? It binds us to the mind and the body, which is taken out by Sadashiva when we are following the steps what Swamiji is giving us. The whole space, I am Paramashiva, and cognizing in the depth of us, continuously contemplating and chanting the Mahavakya will get us out of the Pasa. Pasa is nothing but the whole cognition, wherever our incompletion, which is not consciousness, all that which we cherish, all that we think we are responsible, all that we have incompletion about, all the deluded bondage, everything which puts us into the bondage, which is not the freedom, is all part of Pasha. That is why the Yama, the Lord of Time, comes and removes the Pasa from the body. That pain only puts us into the coma, right? So the whole thing, the Pasa is it is stitched in our body. The whole thing, the idea of money, the idea of life, the idea of God, everything. But when we restore to the higher consciousness, higher frequency, that I am Paramashiva, everything that exists is Paramashiva, we will just relax ourselves from all these bondage that we have. When you relax, when you know how to relax from all this, you will know how this object also relaxes from it. Consciousness over matter is not a small power. You can move anything. That is how we say we can move mountains. The whole space that we are existing, the whole space we can demonstrate is completely different. When we relax from all the bondage and become free, we are able to see the perception changes. Next dimension starts appearing. And when you look at the powers that you can manifest from the next dimension, It looks so easy what we can scan, or how we can see the remote things, or even the moving the object looks very easy, because we are now consciousness. The way we look at the world changes. From the space, I am Paramashiva. But are we ready to be in that cognition? The apashu is the space beyond the individual soul or the root identity, which is liberated from the pattern of identifying and cognizing itself as separate from Sadashiva. Pati is Sadashiva, the original source, the Lord of the whole universe, the Lord of the Pashu. Here Sadashiva says, Apashu Shakti, the oneness with Sadashiva, manifests as his Shakti. The yogi manifests the depth dimension. He will be able to see, feel, cognize everything as Sadashiva. Thus, that becomes the root cognition. His depth is transformed into cosmic cognition. He can connect to anything. He can move or play with anything. How you see in the small clipping, the cartoon clipping, how the whole dimension changes, the whole cognition shifts in us. When we live out of the human body and human mind with a limited cognition, we can go only to that extent. But when you go to the depth of the whole thing, you understand the conclusions that you make will raise you beyond the time, and you will be in the space of Paramashiva. So from this context, from you relaxing from all the worldly things and just being in the space of Paramashiva, holding the thought current, I am Paramashiva, chanting the Mahavakya, do the same thing to the object today. You will be able to move. If 98% people are saying they can move the object, then what is there to move anywhere? You can move anything anywhere. So come to a conclusion, not label, not have any agenda. Just keep your hand on the tablet or computer and keep the coconut or whatever item you have, and then move it. And then once it moves, keep the object on the down, on the tablet directly, and then move it. Don't give it a time more than a minute. If it is not moving, again move it to the hand, again move it on the ground. If you keep doing that, you yourself will start feeling, hey, this is moving so well. Why can't you move here also? And start moving. The completion space will start happening. So start understanding it is not the tab or the ground. It is our cognition which needs to shift. Then all of you will be moving coconut anywhere or any object anywhere. So let's start with the Mahavakya and the space, I am Paramashiva, and relax from you need to move. I don't know how to move. How will it move? All that condition, no need. You just hold I am Paramashiva and chant the Mahavakya. Let's hold Swamiji in the third eye and start. Before we start, I want to ask anybody has any sharing, then we'll start. Ma, Joyce. Yeah, Joyce, can you hear me? Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I have a quick question. I've been attending this.
Yes, please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Can you come closer? Yeah, little more. Yeah.
Okay. I've been attending the sessions regularly. So when we started doing the consciousness of a matter, for some reason, I was able, or the object was able to move just before we started the session. And then after the session finished, it moved a couple of times on the phone. However, for some reason, there has been a delay somehow where between then and now, it's not happening. So I've been asking myself all these questions. Where am I out of integrity? Where am I out of authenticity? What am I doing that is not allowing the furtherance of, or this allows the furtherance of this, consciousness of the matter? Even though,
instead of asking these questions, drop the whole thing, question to Sadashiva. Let him handle all these questions. Let us step back and relax ourselves into oneness of Sadashiva, whatever he shows, he has a reason. So moving ourselves into the cognition that Paramashiva is everything. He knows what he is doing and he is showing us whatever he is showing us. Let us look deeply into what he is showing us. Rather than question that, the questioning becomes limiting cognition. If we go deep down with him, then we will be having the expansion cognition, right? So we will go for only expansion cognition, not say that it is limiting me. He's showing something to me. I'm going to make it bigger now. For that, he is creating the space for me. Probably I'm going to move some bigger object. I'm going to probably move something more easier on the ground, on the silicon, whatever. You have to look in for the answers which is expansive. If any time we go to the limiting cognition, then comes the problem. Always we go into the limiting cognition. So he's showing you, hey, look, and there's so much of expansion cognition which can happen in you. Keep on moving into the deeper and deeper and more manifestation. There is nothing as less manifestation, it doesn't manifest, right? Whatever he's showing, go further to it, you will click it with that. You're getting it? Aya, hello? Are you there?
Yes.
I'm
Cheers.
there or you're not? Yes.
Cheers.
You're getting it. See, if you always have a point that expansion cognition, I'm going to chant more. I'm going to go into
So, si
deeper
tienes
space. I am
conocimiento, puedes
Paramashiva.
cantar más.
And what is Swamiji showing?
¿Qué
Yes,
es lo
Aya,
que
please go ahead.
Swamiji le está enseñando? I have one more question. Hello? Hello? Parece que la llamada se
Can you hear me now? Can you repeat the question? Sorry, I just lost you for a few seconds.
Yes. The question is now, even though I haven't been able to move it, what I've noticed is I can see, I'm not sure if the word is energetically speaking, I can see the object, it's like some sort of silhouette around the object, and it's like, I can see it like facing in and out of the, this dimension, if you want to call it that. It's like it wants to appear and disappear, and like it wants to vibe. You can see the vibration happening, but not the object. It's just the energy around it. Or it wants to roll or move or rotate.
Yeah, you can ask it to fly.
Exactly, that too. I can perceive to be the energetically speaking. I can see kind of trying to levitate, but the object is not. The actual action is not taking place.
Yes, instead of saying I am going to do. Instead, you say, Paramashiva, make it happen for me, and just see the gratitude for Swamiji to show you all these things. You will expand into the bigger cognition. That's what I'm trying to say. Go deeper into the space of your thought current as Sadashiva. He is manifesting everything, including our breath. So he is manifesting and showing this whole thing for us. So just be in the gratitude and ask Swamiji to show you more into all these things. Simply you will manifest larger things. Getting it, Aya?
Yes. Nityanandam.
Ah,
Cheers.
okay.
Cheers.
Nityananda. Super. Yeah, please make a recording of whatever you're doing. It's awesome. And post it in the Facebook. And thanks, Swamiji, for showing such a beautiful space for you. So make it a post already, whatever you're doing, and take it to the next level, and we can have a beautiful sharing next time. Wonderful, Aya. Thank you so much. Anybody else have, please go ahead. Yes, please go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, Nityanandam, this is Ma Pushkalananda here, and I just want to share something about what Madhvait is saying here. Actually, when I was in Kumbh Mela, I think 2015 or 16, that time Swamiji has initiated a group of people from all over the world into Third Eye Awakening, and we were thereafter we were made to sit in groups of people and read blindfolded for the very first time in my experience. And I remember that during that time, the Balasans, so the Balasans kids from the Gurukul were actually sitting in every circle amongst the groups of adults and entangling with us so we could manifest the powers. And what we were doing is that, so I had my eyes closed and blindfolded, and the kids or the other adults would hold up a particular letter, and we had to guess the letter. Started out with the letters and shapes and numbers and things like that. And what I remember actually is that that when I was thinking about what letter it is, I was so logical with it, because in my mind I was thinking, oh no, it can't be M. I already said M. Well, no, it can't be N. And then anyways, after the letters, we moved on to words. And I was so limited in thinking when we moved on to words that I started saying the letters first. Is there an A in it? Is there an I in it? But I was logically trying to make sense of what word it could be. And then my Advait came over there and she said, hey, stop guessing the word, stop guessing the letter, just say the word, just say the word what it is. And I was like, I didn't really even have time to logically how to understand, just go straight to the word without actually saying the letters that I'm seeing. But when she said that to me, and all of a sudden, actually that the word, it was orange that was written there. And then Ma Advait said, oh great, now you're ready for a demo. And I thought I was ready for a demo because she said I'm ready for demo, and so she put me in front of everybody and said, read this sentence. And that was the first time I read the sentence. And the whole entire time I realized I didn't have time to think logically about anything, whether I can do it or not do it. But when I was sitting and guessing the letters, I was so logical with it that I was trying to make a sense of everything that it could possibly be, and it wasn't working. So when she kept telling me, hey, just do this, hey, you're doing it, now you're going to do this, it just happened. And then thereafter, when I was in the Adinam, many times when I did body scanning demos, I was just kind of thrown into it at times. And so then I would just, when I didn't know for sure, there was times when I was having doubts if I can do it or what I'm seeing or what should I say, I would just tell Swamiji, Swamiji, the person that's sitting in front of me is also me. So what would you like me to see about this person who's also me? You just show me whatever you want to show me. And that just kind of helped me relax into it, because then I knew whatever Swamiji showed me or didn't show me, what Swamiji's doing. I had nothing to worry about. And sure, every time the person resonated with it, and it was just easy to connect that way opposed to connecting with it through logic. And even now when something doesn't work, I'm like, I think to myself, well, maybe it didn't work because I need to work on my cognition, and when Swamiji wants it to work, it will work. And then when I complete in that moment, then most likely it just works, the power of manifestation happens. So anyways, logic really never works for me when I try to manifest powers. Just connecting with Swamiji is just, he just does it. So I just wanted to share what Madhvait was saying was really true for me.
Yes, ma'am. The kids just do it. Kids do not have logic, right? That's the only reason they manifest. They just connect to Swamiji, and Swamiji shared, and I'm doing it. That's all. See, when we are young, we don't think too much and cognize too many things what we attach to. But when, as we grow, we want all justification, all reason and all. But when you won't believe Mahayoga, this is what I did. I put her on stage and said, okay, read I didn't know, she didn't know Hindi. And then she said, I did it on only my school, ma. I said, don't worry, Sadashiva will show you. It was such a beautiful experience for me and Maha Yoga. So understand, when you are ready, Sadashiva shows it, that's all. And what is that for us? That's how we have done most of the demos. We just go there when we are, that's why I told you to write, when we are in survival mode, we take it to the extreme and make it happen. When we are so casual, oh, the coconut is not moving, the object is not moving, we are so casual about it. But when we are put to survival, we start coming out with the best. And our best is Sadashiva only. And that manifests so beautifully because you have such a feeling connection for him. So that's exactly, Ma. Thank you so much. But again and again, just relax yourself that Sadashiva will do the whole thing. Like I said, I don't want to say, go sit under the tree and everything happens. Yesterday I said, and one person asked, should I go to under the tree? No, I don't want to say that again, but really, you have to withdraw from all the clings of the mind and the body which has taught you. I don't want to see mind, but the body is where we are. We either clean the body or we cognize we are Paramashiva. There is no mind. There is no clinging to any thought current. The only thought current I have is, I am Paramashiva. Everything is Paramashiva. When I chant the Mahavakya, everything manifests the way I want. That's all. Be very confident and conclude that. Then you will manifest everything. Whichever people are very confident in life, they manifest all the powers. So just bring that powerful space in you. Anyway, Swamiji is only going to show you what is there. So that's a beautiful sharing, Ma. Thank you so much. Can we go to the power manifestation? Anybody else has any doubt or question? Please go ahead. I'm not moving from this power until I see all of them moving the coconut, moving the object, and updating the form till the form says that we will be in this power only. So at least for that reason, move the whole thing so that we go to the next power. Okay, anybody else have any sharing?
Ma?
You can break the coconut if you can't move it. Yes, yes, ma'am. Go ahead, Ma.
Night before last, I manifested a stone or a jewel for the first time. I've never done that before. I didn't find it till the next morning. And I posted it and put it on Facebook, and I was pretty excited about it. And then I showed some friends of mine this morning. They wanted to actually see it. So I turned the computer upside down and I put it next to this dime so they could see how big it was or whatever. And that was that. And then I went on about my business and I forgot about it and picked up the folder it was sitting on, and I lost it. And it's nowhere. It disappeared as fast as it appeared. And it made me feel all different kinds of things. And what I decided I should do is just go in and locate where I was feeling it physically and just complete with that. That was just something Swamiji was showing me, that it can as easily leave as it can arrive. Am I thinking right?
Yes, ma'am. Whatever Swamiji is showing, he's showing right. Once during, I think, one of the programs, somebody lost the Atmalinga. So I just happened to be there and I picked up the Atmalinga and gave it to a person to keep it safe. And I didn't know whose Atmalinga and all that. Suddenly I saw this person. I went across and I asked this person, did you lose anything? And she said, yes, ma'am, I'm looking for my Atmalinga. I was so shocked. I I didn't know how that thought even came to me. And I went and gave that Atmalinga. Still now I'm like, how did I know that it's her Atmalinga that I have to return it back in such a huge crowd, 400, 500 people were there. And I just went to this person and asked her, and she exactly said where she lost it, in what pouch it was, everything perfect. So something Swamiji shows us in different, I don't understand why it was shown, but all these strange things happen to us because somewhere we have lost something and we have found something, and something he is showing. He is going to show and shower a lot more. Don't get into the negative cognition, but something that he's showing us with what we have and expanding us. Keep looking, he will give the guidance correctly. Everything is only for your expansion. Will your mother do anything bad like that? Swamiji will never ever do something of taking it off, right? So something he show you. And then if you finish complete with that, he's obviously going to manifest more and more for you. So just be with the thought current that what Sadashiva is showing me more, expanding me more in gratitude. Everything is in gratitude. Then you see your life will be such a shower. The gratitude is the 1,000 petals. 1,000 petals means 1,000 showering that we will have. Only thing we have to be in the space of gratitude that Sadashiva is always doing the best for us. That is the oneness space that we cherish. Then I am Paramashiva, the Mahavakya that you chant, that whatever you lost will walk and come and stay where you are. Okay, Ma?
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you so much. Anybody else?
Ma?
Can we go to the, yes, go ahead.
I had been looking at my coconut and seeing a little face on it. It looks like a little face looking at me with its 2 eyes and mouth. And I had just been thinking before that, wow, I wish I could just manifest it turning around to the side and then turning back and looking at me again. And I have manifested things in the past, small things, but it's been a good long while and feeling like I need that feeling connection again. But anyway, I was fiddling with my notebook, and I don't know whether it accidentally touched my coconut, but I looked around in a bit and it had turned to the side. So anyway, wow. I'm just going to trust that my coconut and have that confidence that, yes.
See, whenever you're feeling happy and you're so joyful in your words and your expansive cognition, it has moved. That's how Swamiji says, when you have the bliss and completion in you, it is all, you don't have to doubt it, it has moved. The minute you have the limiting cognition, then you know there's something else happened and all that. But when you're like so blissful in sharing, that means it has moved. The only thing now you do is make a video recording of it and what you're moving. If you've done it in the past, see, that is what, if you add the powerful cognition and you move it, it becomes permanent. When we are moving just in the presence of Swamiji is one thing. And just moving with a feeling connection is one thing. But if we are moving with a powerful cognition, is the permanent thing. That Sadashiva is showing me this. Whatever your powerful cognition can be. And from that powerful cognition, if you start moving, that Swamiji is showing you again and again, and he's going to flood you with showing more and more things. Simply you will go left and right manifest, and you'll never come back to the space that, oh, I did it, now I'm not able to do. That comes because we don't have the powerful cognition. It just happened to us. Yes, that's good to start with. But more and more we go deeper, the powerful cognition should move. And whatever it be, the powerful cognition. One person said, I just thought everything is merging. The laptop is merging with my hand. The hand is merging with the ground. Everything is merging into Paramashiva. When I thought like that, it just manifested all the coconut, everything started running. So whatever your powerful cognition is, if you do from that cognition, then the power manifestation takes a next leap. That is why the conclusion matters. The perceptions matters. So let's go and manifest it and then share more. So let's have the Mahavakya. Chant it loudly. Yes. Somebody has something? Yeah, visualize Swamiji in the third eye. Let's manifest it. Just relax from all the ideas. Just chant.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om
Yes, it's 10:30.
Nithyananda.
Yeah. Anybody has any sharing? You can share. Anybody moved the coconut or any other object? Please unmute and share. See, we posted a clipping where you can just play it on the whole thing on screen. How the coconut moves on the tab. Somebody sent me and one of them, and I've just got it. Jarisma, can you play it? It takes only about 7 seconds. Thank you. Great. Anybody else has sharing? You can send me the window, these videos. It's amazing. We can share it with everybody. How it is moving and so beautiful. So anybody wants to share?
I have one question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, so while we were doing the consciousness of matter, so I said I was saying I am Paramashiva and the coconut was Paramashiva, so we were one. So all of a sudden I found myself inside the coconut. It had like a little bit of water. However, it just reminded me as a kid I almost drowned like 3 times and then I came out.
Wow.
That kind of stopped the connection.
Okay. Is the coconut moving?
It was slightly moving, yes.
Wow. See, such a completion, such a depth completion happens to you. That's the more beautiful thing. Thank you. Please, can you make a post here and share it and thank Swamiji on the post? See, all these wonderful things, when we start celebrating and start seeing so many people doing it, and we ourselves will start mirroring into them. That's all it takes. First monkey for starting and walking, it all takes. Then all the monkey will understand that this is the best life for us and start running around. So like that, the first few people who are giving us such beautiful breakthroughs, it's so awesome that Swamiji is through them is showing us that I'm also Paramashiva. I'm also manifesting all the powers of Paramashiva. Thank you so much. Okay, let's end with the Purna Mantra. Please make a post, enriching and causing. See, if you follow this whole program correctly, it will just manifest huge powers. The first part is you doing the completion. Do it authentically. Then second part is sharing. Do it authentically. Third part is manifesting the powers. So all three put together and then go and share to the world where you had the most difficult part and how you got the breakthrough. You tell the 10 people your power manifestation will become solid, bolted. That's all Swamiji has given this as a practical workshop every day. So us coming in again through this and seeing everybody, we will be doing such beautiful. So thank you so much for a beautiful class, and thank you for coming. We'll end with the Purna Mantra. Let's sit straight, visualize Swamiji Sasarai. Can you hear me? Just want to make sure. Okay. We'll just end the whole thing. Veera's also moved the orange on the table. Maya, please make a video of that. And Ishkala has moved the Atmalinga on the phone. Wow. So many people today. Wow. I'm feeling Paramashiva sitting and moving everything for us. So sweet. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you so much. Thank you, each and every one of you. Let's sit straight with eyes closed and visualize Swamiji in the third eye. Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Bhagwaan Nithyananda Paramashivam Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyananda. Thank you, everybody. Please make a post. Thank you, Nithyananda.